You're going to start with your right leg forward, take a big step back with your left foot, and take it into a high lunge position. There's a little bit of balance required here, so you might wobble as you get started. You want to push down through your whole right foot. You're staying active through both legs, pushing your left heel toward the ground, and then squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. Bring your hand to your lower back. Make sure that the lower back isn't arched significantly. You want to have it relaxed. If you notice that you're having difficulty with that, you can bring your legs closer together, or you can soften the back knee to adjust for that flexibility. With your arms, bring your arms straight up overhead. If you have difficulty lifting your arms straight up without arching your back, drop your elbows level to your shoulders into goalpost arms. And you're going to hold here for about 60 seconds. So we're already 30 seconds in. It does take some strength to hold yourself here, so you might feel your muscles starting to shake. That's a good thing. It means this is working. So you're working on strength and working on your flexibility and working on your balance here. So this is a really good combination of a lot of things. One more breath. And then relax. Stand up. And we'll switch sides. So big step back with your right foot now, coming into a high lunge with the left leg forward. Again, you want to stay active through your feet. So you're pushing your left foot into the ground, the toes, the ball mound of your foot, your heel. And then with your back leg, pressing your heel toward the ground. You want to squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your abs. Soften the back knee a little bit if you notice that your back is arched. You can also bring your legs closer together for a closer stance. That will also require less flexibility. Lift your arms overhead. Pretend like you're holding a beach ball in your arms overhead. And if it is difficult, if you notice that your shoulders are shrugging up near the ears as you do this, drop your elbows level to the shoulders for goalpost arms. And now that you've got the technique, we want to focus on the breathing. So you're going to breathe in and out of your nose. And keep that breathing really slow and controlled. Focusing on your body, focusing on that proper technique, pushing down through the feet, squeezing the thighs, squeezing your core, and also maintaining slow, controlled breath. And that's going to take practice to put it all together, but if you're consistent, if you can do this 3 times per week, then you'll get better over time. All right, go ahead and release. Stand up, take it to the top of your mat. You're going to stand with your toes touching, heels an inch apart. If this is just uncomfortable for you for whatever reason, stand with your feet about 6 inches apart. Now we're moving into a standing side bend. Lift your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, point your index fingers. If you notice that the shoulders are coming up near the ears and it's just somewhat uncomfortable here, bend your elbows and squeeze your arms back so you feel your upper back muscles working. Take a deep breath in to get tall, lift up. And then as you exhale, lean toward your right, press your hips lightly toward the left. Keep your legs straight. As you inhale, press your head up, make your body as long as you can. And then as you exhale, lean just a little bit further into this pose. So this standing side bend is going to work your upper back, your shoulders, your core, your thighs. You're also going to feel a stretch through the outer left side, the whole left side of your body here. So all those muscles around the armpit, and then the obliques, and maybe a little bit of your QL as well. Again, here we want to be 60 seconds, just like the last pose. 45 seconds is also a good amount of time here. Check in with your breathing. Make sure you're breathing in and out of your nose. Squeeze your arms back. Get nice and tall. One more breath. And then come back to the middle. Relax your arms. Give yourself a little break. And then we're going to switch sides. So same thing, other side. Arms overhead once more. Interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers. You can try straightening your arms, but if you notice that's difficult, you can bend the elbows. That's a really useful modification. And squeeze your arms back either way. Make sure that you feel the muscles in your upper back working. Take a deep breath in to get tall. And then as you exhale, lean toward the left. Press your hips toward the right. Squeeze your thighs so your legs are straight, your knees are locked out. As you inhale, you're getting taller, pressing your head away from your feet. And then as you exhale, you're leaning further into the stretch, feeling the muscles in the right rib cage starting to open up, feeling your lat open up, and also feeling a stretch just above your right hip. You want to breathe in and out of your nose. And if this is uncomfortable, you start to get tired, that's when you really focus on the breathing. If you can focus on your breathing and control your breathing, you can make it through the pose. And that applies to every pose that we do in yoga. So that breath is really important, but it does take time and consistency to get good at it. Bring it back to the middle. Go ahead and relax your arms again. And then one more little movement here. Bring your arms overhead again. Interlace the fingers. Look up at your hands. And then squeeze your arms as far back as they'll go. And lift your chest up toward the ceiling. So we're doing a standing back bend here, but I don't want you to try and go back as far as you can. You want to keep your legs straight. Keep your core strong. And think about bending only from the mid-back up. So you're lifting up with your chest as you inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze your arms further back. You're going to feel some shaking as you hold yourself here. Your upper back is going to work a lot. If your neck hurts, that means you're probably letting your head fall backwards. So think about pushing your chin toward your throat and then pushing your head away from your shoulders so you have a strong neck. One more breath here. And then release. Okay, from here, we're going to go into a squat hold. And this is a really good exercise for your core and your hips. You're going to keep your body facing straight forward. Let your knees come forward. Let your butt drop down to your heels, toward your heels, and then keep your heels and your feet flat on the ground. So coming into a little squat variation here. Keep your butt down and back. If there's pain in your knees here, then you're going to hinge your butt back a little bit more. So don't go as far knees over ankles. You can hinge a little bit more here and put more of that weight in your hips. And then over time, as your ankles and knees get stronger, you can let your knees come further forward and come more upright. This is challenging for your lower body, especially the lower you go. But make sure your back stays flat. You don't want to have your butt kind of rounding under your body. You want your butt poking up behind you, your core engaged, just like you'd have it for a plank position. Go a little bit lower. Yes, this is challenging. Remember, we're working on strength and flexibility, not just passive stretching here. And then go ahead and stand up. All right, we're going to go into a balanced posture. This is the most basic balance there is. You're going to stand on your right foot, turn your palms to face forward. Everything faces straight forward. Nothing changes except your left leg. So you're going to slowly lift your left leg up to hip level, left knee to hip level. Press down hard through that standing leg. Focus on a non-moving point at eye level. Get really good posture here. And then check in with your breathing. That's a lot, I know. You got to do the proper technique and you have to focus on your breathing. It's just something you have to practice. So we're staring at that non-moving point, pressing down through our standing leg, lifting the left knee higher to challenge your hips, and breathing slow and controlled in and out of your nose. And you really want to focus on slowing down that breathing. And you've probably noticed that breathing in yoga is longer than breathing in normal life. So when I say one more breath, that usually means about 10 more seconds. Last exhale here. Then release. Let's switch sides. Standing on your left foot, you're going to bring your right knee up to hip level. Palms are facing forward. Again, not much changes except the left or the right knee is just lifting up. Keep your chest facing forward. Get nice posture. So you want to think about pulling the shoulders down and back, pressing the top of your head up, pressing down through your standing leg. So really strong through that leg. And you can see me wobbling here, so it's normal that you're going to wobble as you work on balancing poses. Even if you're really good, sometimes you'll wobble a lot, and then other days you won't shake at all. So it's really day to day with balance, but it's something that you have to practice in order to get better at. Take 2 more breaths here. Remember, get nice and tall. Focus on that non-moving point. Make sure you're breathing in and out of your nose. And then release. Okay, guys, so that was the first workout in the Yoga for Guys in their 50s series. There are more.